Kerala has been hit by a barrage of bomb threats. Over the last few days, many important institutions across the state have received bomb threats. It started with a few collectorates in the state receiving bomb threats. Then railway stations received bomb threats. Then five-star hotels in the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram received bomb threats. Then airports received bomb threats. Today, the office of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and his official residence received bomb threats. The threats came in the form of emails. That is what media reports said. What could be the reason for the demand of those who issued threats? We don't know specifically, but there is a report that the threat mail received by the office of the Chief Minister today has a warning. The warning is to stop the anti drug trafficking drive being undertaken by Kerala Police and Kerala Excise Departments. So this could be the explicit reason, but I don't think that could be the only reason, if that is really a reason. There could be other major reasons also. We need to analyze those threats against the backdrop of tensions between India and Pakistan, against the backdrop of Lashkar-e-Taiba carrying out a terror attack in Kashmir. And we need to remember that Lashkar-e-Taiba is a terror group which has got presence in Kerala. So I think all those aspects need to be taken into consideration. I feel that the investigating agencies will be going into all those aspects deeply. Anyway, let's take a look into the nature of threats, who issued the threats, what could be the reason of the threats, and into the question, has Kerala got a history of bomb blasts? Are there any terror groups operating from the states? These aspects need to be analyzed and discussed. Welcome to Insights. I am Hari Kumar. Now let's start with what happened about the bomb threats. As I said, it all started with collectorates across Kerala receiving bomb threats. Collectorates at Thiruvananthapuram, Kollam, then Kottayam, Ernakulam, Palakkad, etc. got bomb threats as per newspaper reports. We need to remember that bomb blasts had earlier happened at Kollam Collectorate. At Ernakulam also that had happened. Now, after the bomb threats received by collectorates, railway stations received bomb threats. That included the most important railway station in the capital city of Kerala, which is the Trivandrum Central Railway Station. Then Thiruvananthapuram Airport received bomb threat. Leading five-star hotels in Thiruvananthapuram received bomb threat. Today, Kochi International Airport received bomb threat. Then, as I said, the office of the Chief Minister and the official residence of the Chief Minister received bomb threats. So I think they cannot be dismissed as hoaxes. And security agencies have taken it seriously and they have started investigating. Some media reports said one person named Nitish has been identified as the source of the threat to Thiruvananthapuram Central Railway Station, and he has already been arrested. So, were all those threats came from him, or were there any other groups involved in it? Was he doing a mere prank, or was he being guarded by any terror group? I hope the police will go look into all those aspects. Then, as I said earlier, there is a tendency to portray Kerala as a peaceful, idyllic place where there is no threat of terrorism. But this narrative is far from the truth. Kerala had experienced many untoward incidents, many acts of terror, many bomb blasts. For example, as I said, there was an improvised explosive device blast at Kollam Collectorate in 2016. Terror groups were involved in that. People who were associated with that blast were arrested, and I think they are undergoing their sentence at present. In 2009, there was a blast at Ernakulam District Collectorate. Fortunately, nobody was injured in that blast. Then in 1997, there was a major explosion at Thrissur railway station in which three people were killed. I remember that a radical Islamist group was behind the blast. I think that was related to or connected to Aluma, which is a terror group operating from Tamil Nadu. Again, in the Kollam blast, radical Islamist groups from with links to Tamil Nadu were responsible. So, terror groups have been active in Kerala. There is no doubt about that. And I mentioned about the presence of Lashkar-e-Taiba in Kerala. Recently, India got the custody of Tahaur Rana, who was one of the masterminds of Bombay terror attack. And now every media in Kerala has reported that Tahaur Rana had visited Kochi and he had held discussions with his associates. There were even reports that actually Tahaur Rana was planning to conduct blasts in Kerala also. And moreover that, the commander of Lashkar-e-Taiba in South India, Tadiyan Devada Nasir, is from Kannur in Kerala. He is at present undergoing prison term. And he had even planned to murder former Kerala Chief Minister E.K. Nayanar. Then there is another important factor. You might have heard about Israt Jahan encounter case. Israt Jahan and her associates were terrorists who belonged to LET. And an important member of the gang, Javed Sheikh, alias Pranesh Pilla, was from Kerala. He was from Tamarakulam near Noornad in Alappuzha district in Kerala. So why I said this? I said this because LET is strongly entrenched in Kerala. So you cannot dismiss the presence of terror groups or the hand of terror groups in such bomb threats, especially when such bomb blasts had happened in Kerala. And in 2023, two notorious incidents, two dastardly incidents of train arson happened in Kerala. One happened at Elathur. While the train was running, a passenger tried to set the train on fire after spraying petrol. Three people were killed in the fire, and some tried to jump out of the moving train and got injured. Then, a few months later, there was an arson incident at Kannur where a train was parked. So, that was not long ago. That was in 2023. Why I said this? Because as late as 2023, many incidents related to terror happened in Kerala. In 2020, there was a lone wolf attack. Not lone wolf, sorry. There was a terror attack against the police at Kalikavula bordering Kerala in Kanyakumari district of Tamil Nadu. A sub-inspector was shot dead. The assailants escaped to Thiruvananthapuram. They hid some of their weapons there, then they went to Kochi and hid some of their weapons there also. But unfortunately, such repeated incidents of terror attacks never get the importance that they really deserve in national media or somewhere else. I don't think any such terror attack has happened against a police inspector anywhere in India in the recent past. But I don't think that is still live in the memory of the public. We need to remember that even before that, many incidences of terror happened in Kerala. As I said, in 1997, Thrissur railway station blast, then 2006 there was a blast in Kozhikode. 2023 there were a series of blasts at Kalamassery in an auditorium at a convention of Jehovah's Witnesses. That was the only incident where radical Islamists were not involved or were not named. Again, we don't know who were the real conspirators. One person who belonged to the Jehovah's Witness was arrested. We don't know whether he was acting on his own or whether there were other groups. But anyway, as I said, these bomb threats, they have got a pattern. Earlier also the state used to get this. There is the well-known story of crying wolf. So a boy was crying wolf as a prank for some time, and when the real wolf comes, everybody will lower the guard. Is this such a strategy, or somebody wants to know the response of the police or other agencies, or are they trying to create some kind of frustration or impatience among the security agencies and then eventually go for a hit? We don't know. But I think these bomb threats need to be taken seriously, and we need to consider the fact that terror groups are active in Kerala, and in the present context, when there is a situation or the face off between India and Pakistan is very serious, very tense, and anytime a war can even break out. I think we need to take into account these bomb threats very seriously, and we need to take preventive action and hope the police will be able to identify real culprits. The police and security agencies will be able to investigate into the conspiracy angle of all such cases. Meet you with updates. Till then, goodbye.